Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel and welcome to this little bonus video where I am going to be playing with the High School Musical collection by Colourpop. I got this sent to me, I got the whole collection here, they sent this to me in PR and I got it last night and I was like, you know what, I do want to sit down and play with this. So this is just a little bonus video, me playing with this new collection. Just swatching it, doing a look, letting you know what I think about it, and also sharing the fact that I actually saw High School Musical for the absolute first time yesterday as a 38-year-old adult, and I can tell you what I thought about that as well. And if I haven't been here before, if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, and I like not taking things too serious. We're here to have fun, we're here to play with color, play with different things, shop our stash, find new makeup. It's all about having fun, and if you want to see more of that, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week, although this week a little more. So like I said, I did get this collection sent to me in PR. I got all of the pieces, so I just want to quickly go through it and then we'll just play with it, have a little fun. So this is the palette, it's called East High. I think the palette is called, yeah, East High Pressed Powder Palette. Honestly, the packaging is really cute, and on the inside you have the names of the characters. I think that this palette is a pretty warm neutral palette with a couple of pops, and all of the pops are shimmers. So I feel like this is a pretty user-friendly palette. I don't remember the price right now, but I will say that pretty much all the time that Colourpop has collabs, this is with Disney, it's usually every item is usually $1 or $2 more than it would have been had it not been a collab, which makes sense for me. Listen, they need to pay for the licensing, and I would rather have them raise the prices a little bit and be able to keep, because this is a soft touch, heavy duty cardboard packaging, and just keep the quality of the packaging and the shadows instead of keeping the prices down and skimping on the quality. So just looking at this, I feel like this is the same good like quality in the packagings as it is with like some of the other collabs that they have done. So this is the High School Musical pressed powder blushes, and there are 3 different shades. There are Wildcats, Playoffs, and Freaky Genius Girl. Oh my god, I love the name Freaky Genius Girl. Like I said, I saw this for the first time myself yesterday. This is the one that's pink. I think the one that I am going to be using is the one that's called Playoffs, which is this like muted clayey red. So pretty. I really like the colors of these blushes. I feel like these blushes are the thing in this collection that I feel the color selection is the best when it comes to my personal preferences. And then we have the cream gel liners. These are the same kind of cream gel liners that I've had from before. This is just a white one. This is a re-promote, the white one, because this one is an exit. And then we have a red and a gold. I think the red one is a little shimmery. I haven't swatched these as I'm filming this, but you're gonna see the swatches. Yeah, I think there might be a little shimmer to this red one. Yeah, there's definitely a little sheen to the red one. Not like it's sparkly or like metallic, but there's definitely a little sheen to this. Wow. Showing you real up close, but you saw the swatches, you know what I'm talking about. And then the last item, I told you that I think the color selection of the blushes and the details of those are probably the things that I think they did the best. But the thing that I'm the most interested in is this red, just a tint. It's like a balm, a colored balm. These smell like passion fruit, and they smell pretty strongly of passion fruit. And these are a glowy, balmy, glossy, sheer formula in a crayon. These aren't from before my absolute favorite formula, because I think that these look hydrating and look juicy on the lips, but I didn't feel like these were hydrating my lips over time. Maybe I'll change my mind now that I'm using it. It comes in 3 different colors. These colors are pretty safe, although I will say that I love the idea of a glossy red, and this glossy red is in Cello. I love these names. Like I said, I saw this movie for the first time yesterday. I have a code with Colourpop, by the way. Colourpop gave me a code. I know. Who do I think I am? My code is Angelica, and you get $5 off a $20 or more order. My code is affiliated, and if you use it, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It really does help out. They gave me this code on like probation, like to see how it works out. So if you do end up shopping at Colourpop and you want to use a code, I'd be very grateful if you use mine. And if you want to use somebody else's code, that's totally fine too. Just you being here, watching my videos, maybe leaving a comment, maybe pressing the like button, that is definitely support enough, so don't feel worried about that at all. But I want to put this Cello on because I feel like the idea of a bright red, because this is a bright red, like glowy sheer balm formula, it feels like something I would like. I'm wearing a lip liner from Rare Beauty right now. All the things that I have on my face and all the things that I'm wearing and talking about in this video is going to be in the description box. If you're wondering about anything, check the description box.
Oh, this is so pretty.
Okay, so like I said this in my new makeup releases that went up earlier today. Like I said, this is a bonus video. This is the thing that I'm the most intrigued by in this collection, because I feel like I've been really into more red lips lately, and this sheer glossy formula is definitely something that I'm actually going to get use out of. And had this not been sent to me in PR by Colourpop, this is the item that I would have bought myself. I think it's stunning. Oh my god, I love this color so much. Okay, let me zoom in and we can just play with the blush and the palette and the liners as well. I'm actually kind of excited. Let's just have a little fun with makeup. So this is the Playoffs shade, the one that's like a little muted red. And I don't know, there's something about this. Oh, it's not super pigmented. Okay, that's good, because I just barely dipped in. Then I can pick up a little more. Okay, so this is the kind of blush formula that I like, which is a blush formula that is not too pigmented. I like being able to swirl my brush and work it into the skin. I personally don't like when a blush formula is so pigmented that I can just tap and then just it goes overboard too fast. I mean, this went overboard too, but at least I got to work with it on my cheeks a bit. Who am I having this like red cheek and red lip? I'm feeling very Snow White, but like less glamorous. Less animals cleaning my house as well. Where do I file a complaint? Listen, my favorite character. I'm gonna do my eye makeup and I'm gonna let you know about the movie. Because I watched it yesterday for the first time. We're definitely doing Sharpay. Sharpay is my favorite. Sharpay is my girl, okay? I loved her. She's so over the top. I loved it. And then at the end, she's still sweet. I just felt like it was so sweet. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm making no sense. I'm gonna actually start with this shadow here and just see how that one is in the crease. And I'm gonna put Sharpay all over the lid. That is what's happening, but I'm gonna start with that Taylor. The Taylor shade. I'm fairly sure that the High School Musical came out like 2005 or 2006 or something like that. Either way, I'm 1984, so I was in my 20s. I was not home watching High School Musical. Let's just put it like that. I was probably, so if this was let's say it was 2005, that means that I was like 21. I was literally working as a bartender and living my best life. Like, I had no time for High School Musical. So I'd never seen High School Musical. I'm just packing this shadow on. Basically, this isn't the most pigmented I've ever seen a Colourpop shadow be, but that could also mean that it's a little bit more user-friendly if it's easy to blend out. But I'd never seen the movie, and when my friend Karen told me that it's actually not a series, it's a movie, we watched the Avatar when Avatar The Last Airbender collection came with Colourpop, and it did not disappoint. Both me and my husband really loved it. We loved it so much that we actually watched the entire Korra series as well, although I did not like the character development of Korra nearly as much as I liked the character development of all the characters in Avatar The Last Airbender. That's neither here nor there. But I didn't want to like commit to a long series again, because it took us some time to get through like the Avatar The Last Airbender series. But then Karen told me, no, it's actually just one movie, and then they came out with a couple of other movies, but if you just watch the one movie, you will get the gist of it. So that's what I did. Yesterday on my lunch break, I reheated some pasta and I watched the movie. And you know what? I don't hate it. It's very corny. And I don't know, like, had I been in high school watching that movie, I can tell you right now that I probably would have thought that the acting and the lessons and all of that, I probably would have thought that that was a little bit corny. But I think that maybe this was targeted more towards kids that was about to start high school, maybe more than actually, or like in the beginning of high school, more than, that's the thing with most of these like teen teen things, it's usually targeted towards people that are a little bit younger than the characters, especially when it is a little bit corny like it is in this, than the actual like age of the characters in the series. But I thought they had some really good lessons in this series, I'm gonna be honest. I really liked the whole message behind that musical number, like the
No, 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 stick to what you know.
I cannot sing, so I probably did some real funky editing there, but the whole thing of like people trying to fit you in a box. If you are sporty, you're sporty and that's your thing. Don't think that you can be something else. And I really liked that the movie was like showing that you can be more than one thing. Don't let society decide for you what kind of a person you are. You can come up with your own combinations. It is okay to be interested in more than one thing. And I think that that is definitely something that a lot of young people actually would benefit to hear. Like, you can be interested in more than one thing. And it took me a really long time to realize, like, I was well in my 20s before I realized that you don't have to be a specific person to be interested in video gaming, for example. Because I've always loved playing video games, but then when I started, I started hanging out in clubs, I was like a bartender, I started modeling. Video games just didn't fit in, at least at that point. And it took me a really long time to realize that you can be more than one thing. And I do like the message of that in the movie. I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Was that a cell phone? Let's use a little bit of that one and just brush that on the edges to like soften this up. Is this the most pigmented shadow I ever tried from Colourpop? Not really, but it did its job, and I feel like once we are able to blend the edge a bit and also deepen it up with the one that's called Detention, I think we're gonna be fine. So I think we're gonna do Detention. We're gonna do Detention, right? It's the darkest one. Let's see if we can just add a little bit. Do you think that this is going to be something groundbreaking in makeup look? No. We're just having a little fun, doing a somewhat simple look, adding a little color. That's what we're doing. The first thing that really hit me in this movie, except that it's a little bit corny and I don't know if the acting is like Oscar worthy, but at the same time, I guess it appeals to kids the same way that kids are appealed to some things on YouTube. It's okay. I understand. I really do. The clothing. It was a painful reminder of what I used to think was hip and cool. I feel personally attacked by some of the color choices in that, like, in that movie. And here's the thing, I was looking at it through the lens of 2022, through the lens of someone who used to wear stuff like that in a very serious way, thinking I looked lie. The big chunky belts on the hip, the tight jeans that was just not it, with the pocket placement and the lace peeking out through every top underneath, the little caps and the blings and the butterflies and the shoes that Vanessa Hudgens is wearing in every scene of every part of this movie. The way I went when I saw those shoes, and not because I'm like, more of a, I can't, at one point I would have looked at those and be like, oh, where did you get those? Girl, tag it in the comments. Can you tell me, if you saw this movie back when it was like actually popular, I'm just blending a bit over with the Taylor one now. Did I get some fallout? I'm usually not the person to get fallout, but here we are. If you saw this movie back when it came out, if you were the right age group for this movie and you actually thought that this movie was cool or good, can you let me know? What did you think about the clothes back then? Did you look at them and be like, oh, I wish I could wear that? I want to know. And also let me know what your favorite character is, because mine is definitely Sharpay. Like, literally, unironically. And I also heard that she has a spin-off and I might have to watch it. So, yeah. Let me fix this on the other eye and I'll come back and we'll do the the glittery pink Sharpay all over the lid. So this is the Sharpay color. I also put some under my eyes, and we are gonna spray this because I feel like this is a typical shimmer color. This is not a super shock. I see that some of the colors in this palette are super shocks. This one is definitely more of a traditional shimmer, so we are just gonna, oh, that's so fun. We're just gonna put that all over our lid. I don't know if, here's the thing with Sharpay and like why I think she's my favorite. The whole movie is like a little bit over the top, a little bit like corny, and not necessarily in a bad way. I don't mind something that's a little corny. I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought it was decent. I mean, I enjoyed myself watching it. I don't feel like that was time not well spent, although of course I looked at it through a lens of someone that was like aware of that this was not only an old movie but also definitely not made for the age bracket that I am in currently. But since this movie was a little bit over the top, I mean, just look at the drama teacher. It was just really fun to see a really over-the-top character in a really over-the-top movie, and I enjoyed it. And now that I'm like saying it out loud, I'm like, I do want to see the spin-off with Sharpay. Should I watch that? Is this the most pigmented Colourpop I've ever had in my life? No. But it's definitely decent. I think it's a decent quality. Don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bust in any way, shape, or form. But I've definitely had palettes from Colourpop that I enjoy more. I've only used, what, 3 shades so far? 4? I'm gonna use a little bit of this Twinkle Town. I'm gonna use a little bit that in my inner corner, and I'm actually just gonna use ever so little. Oh, yeah, this was a super shock. I literally dug my brush all the way to the pan. So let's see. I'm just gonna put a little bit like this. I think that is enough, right? I always do so much inner corner highlight. And I also almost always do a matte inner corner highlight nowadays. But I feel like just a little bit like this could be fun, right? I say as I start spreading it out. Oh my god, stop me, stop me, stop me, stop me. That is it. I'm gonna use the white. I'm gonna use the white one, the one that's a re-promote. Actually, see, there's a hair here. Oh my god. I actually do not own the white cream gel liner from Colourpop. The other one was shimmers, and I usually do not love a shimmer cream gel liner in my waterline. And I love a white waterline. If you are wearing a dramatic look, oh, look at how pigmented that is. Okay, so if you're looking for a white for your waterline and you want to, like, if you're balling on a budget, this is the one. I don't know about the longevity yet, of course, but sometimes these white ones can be hard to put on the waterline. This was effortless, but I like the drama that white on the waterline gives. I know some people prefer nude, but I actually prefer white because I like the drama. This is also very white eyeliner. For me, that is very 90s, early 2000s. I use that a lot. Like, not even like, oh, no. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day I use that. So I'm really liking this look. Have I used everything? I think so. Let me finish this up. Let me zoom out, and we can just have a little chatty chat about the collection. This was short and sweet, right? A little bonus short and sweet thing, right? The look is finished, and I mean, I feel pretty. I feel glam. Is this like 100% always the kind of style that I go for? Not really. My favorite thing from this collection is still this glowy, like, red lippy. Absolutely amazing. I also really like the blush colors that they choose for this collection. The palette is nice. I didn't have any really problems with it. I wish that this Taylor was just a little bit more pigmented, or maybe that it picked up a little bit more on the brush when you took it from the pan. Other than that, I feel like it's somewhat normal Colourpop quality, at least the shades that I tried. I kind of miss, for a while, Colourpop had this really good, super creamy, sparkly shimmer formula, and I feel like they kind of went back to this like traditional shimmer formula, and it's like, did I dream that? Did I make that up? That they had some other kind of metallic formula there for a bit? Because I kind of remember, like, did I make that up? I mean, it's a nice palette. If you're a fan of this collection, maybe you'd like it. Again, this is my favorite thing. I will leave info about all of this down in the description box, and also let me know. Seems like Colourpop and Disney are doing like 5 collabs a week.
That is not enough.
10 collabs a year. What would you like your next one to be? Listen, I need me a Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck. Please, and make it good. Pretty please for the cherry on top. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another bonus video. Yeah, I know. It's bonkers here.